Hi Libra, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 1st to the 15th, 2020 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. So now that we cleared the energy of the space and raised our energy vibration, let's dive into this reading and see what this time frame has to offer. I'm going to be starting with your chakra cards. Libra, July 1st to the 15th, 2020 Libra. July 1st to the 15th, 2020 Libra. July 1st to the 15th, 2020 Libra. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, guide this message and show me clearly the message that Libra needs to know. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Okay, this one right here. Universal light. You're embracing your universal light. You're also connecting with your soul star chakra, located 6 inches above your crown. So there's a blessing coming over you. There's an empowerment that you are becoming part of and part with. It is going to be a bit overwhelming at times to have this universal light around you, guiding you, moving you forward. Right? So just know that it is there with you. It is your powering force. So when you feel a bit off course or when you feel a bit overwhelmed, it's going from your crown, okay, from above your crown, 6 inches above your crown, to your roots, okay, all the way down into your root chakra. Well, actually, into your earth star chakra. So it's rooting you, it's grounding you, it's embracing you, and it's bringing you more power than you ever thought possible. Now let's see what the tarot has to say. Libra, July 1st to the 15th, 2020 Libra. 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 Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, guide this message and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, guide this message. Bring us the answers that need to be heard. This one. My goodness. Okay. Well, that's very neat. There we go. Okay. So we're starting off with your personal self here. Okay, this is on the left-hand side for me. Your heart, and then your public self, what others see about you or see of you during this time. So we're starting off with the High Priestess, the Seven of Swords, the Knight of Wands, which is a fire sign energy, an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. And the Three of Pentacles. We have the Hermit, a Virgo energy, a time frame of August 23rd to September 22nd. The Page of Pentacles, earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have you shining through as your authentic major arcana self as the Justice card. And then the Knight of Pentacles, which is an earth sign energy, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. So strong Virgo energy here, moving you forward. Nine of Pentacles, the Moon card. This is a Pisces energy, a time frame of February 19th to March 20th. Six of Swords, Five of Swords. Let me have just a moment to take it all in. Oh, I really like this, Libra. Okay, there's some sort of karmic lesson, and Spirit wants me to tell you this first and foremost. There's some sort of karmic lesson that you are embracing, that you're coming to terms with, and this is going to be publicly what's really guiding you. Even though you have here a sense of prosperity, a sense of success, there's something here where it's like, oh my gosh, I have to face this again. Oh my gosh, I have to go through this. Like, oh, I thought this was over. I thought I had achieved, or I had gotten past this point. So what Spirit wants you to know first and foremost right off the bat is that facing this again, or facing this within yourself, does not mean that you are a failure. It does mean that there is something more out there for you than at first you realized. And the High Priestess right here is really letting you know this. The High Priestess is creativity. The High Priestess is deeper, sacred inner self. The High Priestess is power and beauty and understanding. And the High Priestess is a sense of being very singular. All right? So in your personal self, okay, and with your personal self, you need your private time. You do. As much as you love the people that you love, and my gosh, Libra, you love with every ounce of your being and every depth of your soul, you need to have those quiet moments. Those moments spent in meditation, those moments spent connecting with your soul, yourself, your desires, because that's what moves you forward. That's what helps lift the veil from your eyes. That's what helps to let you see more deeply, more personally, more powerfully than before. And as you see, you then have the Seven of Swords walking forward. So the Seven of Swords can be sneakiness. Okay, you're really seeing people for who they are. You're seeing their manipulations. You're seeing their sneakiness. You're seeing their anger, their doubts, their fears. But you're also seeing your own sneakiness. You might be finding that you call yourself out on things. It's kind of like, no, be brave. Yes, but you're also moving forward. It's like, okay, I'm done. I'm done with this nonsense. I'm done with this bickering. I'm done with this pettiness. I'm done with this chaos. I need to look at me. I need to look at my truth. Look at my power, look at my understanding. And as that comes in and as that guides you forward, right, as this sense of truth leads you, and the real seeing of the truth. Now do note that you have here, and this is beautiful, and I'm actually going to single this out. You have the High Priestess and you have the Hermit, okay? The High Priestess and the Hermit go beautifully together, okay, as a very sacred inner time. The High Priestess and the Magician also go beautifully together, sacred pairings. But for you, with the High Priestess and the Hermit, especially since they're right next to each other, it's like there's a sense of blessings coming. There's a sense of bounty moving you forward. There's a sense of needing that quiet time. It's going to be imperative, Libra, for your heart, your soul, the prosperity of you, that you take your moments, right? You take the moments for yourself. You embrace what your soul desires. You embrace what your heart needs. You let the light of your internal truth guide you forward. You listen, you learn. You take in the sacred wisdom, which isn't always going to come across as, oh, I understand what it's saying. It's going to be riddles and, and puzzles and things that you're working out and you're like, I don't understand why. But then you see it. You feel it. It becomes a part of you. And with you having here the High Priestess and you having the Hermit guiding you forward, it's like there is something deeper leading you. And that's when you are gathering up what you need. You're leaving behind what you don't. You're like, listen, that's nonsense. That's extra. I don't need it. I don't want it. It's not a part of me. And so as you leave it behind, you embrace a certain strength. You stand taller, okay? You walk with more pride in yourself. You walk with more determination. And it leads you to the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a fire sign energy, an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. It's determination and passion. It's desire for what you want. It is a sense of wands for me, okay? It's our intuitive self, yes, but it is also our sense of this is my passion, this is my truth, this is why I'm here. And you're going to have moments like that come up. It's like, this is why I'm here. This is who I am. This is what I believe and what I need. This is what I desire and what I strive for. And as you have this come forward, you embrace your truth. You embrace your understanding. You embrace the deeper, more passionate side of you. And as you embrace it, you understand it. And this is a time where, personally, for yourself, you feel like a warrior. You're like, I will not be held back. I will not be set back. I know. And you have a knowing, Libra, that is absolutely intoxicating, and it comes to you. It comes to your justice. It comes to your sense of purpose. It comes to what you desire. It's like, this is who I am. And as it leads you forward, it brightens you. It brightens your path. It brightens your joys. It brightens your life. And you're moving in this direction. Now, this is also fire sign energy being around you. Again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is a person who is astoundingly passionate. You can get caught up in their passion, caught up in their ideas. But they might be heading, okay, in their direction, in their truth, which may be very different than your own. This is a person whose instincts rule them. Now, this can be your instincts ruling you, but if this is another person in your life, do note that their instincts will rule them. They will need to go where they feel they must go. So pinning them down, getting these really distinct answers out of them, not going to be where they're at right now. But they're going to be moving forward in their justice, and it might not be your justice. So just be mindful. Be mindful of how invested you get, how, deeply empowered you get by another person during this time, because they're going to be looking at their own big picture, and they're going to be fighting their own battles, looking for their own truth. And this is where the Three of Pentacles comes in: communication, collaboration, understanding. And with the Three of Pentacles, you are communicating, you're collaborating, you're building, you're understanding, you're working intricately with people, but you're all working towards separate ideas, separate performances, yes, but separate forms of perfection is what Spirit is really showing me. And as you're moving forward, yes, your heart is saying, turn inward, see what is sacred and what is true to you. See what you love, see what you desire, see what you need. And as you see it, okay, yes, Virgo energy is around you. Time frame of August 23rd to September 22nd can be astoundingly important to you as you're seeing your deeper wisdom, as you're diving deeper into your truth, as you're going towards what you truly desire. Okay, there's such a pull here that you might find that, you're going, not in your mind, you will find that you need moments just to yourself. And you will find that at times it's easier to breathe. It's easier to understand the thoughts that are coming through, to connect with that universal light of inspiration, of power, of truth. When you are meditating, when you are sitting quietly by yourself having a cup of tea, when you are thinking about what you want from life, not what everybody else wants from you. And as you're having that connection, okay, you have here the Page of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Prosperity, success, bounty, studying it. Studying the seeds that you want to plant, studying the place that you want to be, looking at things much more truthfully for yourself. Now, this could be a very young Virgo that you're working with, okay, who's in your life. That is absolutely, can very much be part of your path during this time, all right? But there's also a sense here with the Knight of Pentacles. You have very strong Earth sign energy, okay, at your heart. So it can be that your heart belongs to an Earth sign energy during this time. Or your heart is very committed to the planting of your seeds, the planting of your garden, the embracing of your truth, the looking at your prosperity, the seeing where it is that you want to be, the looking at the bigger picture of it all. And these things might seem like, oh, okay, well, of course, everybody's interested in this. But no, this is your craving passion. This is your guiding force. And as you're looking more deeply at what you desire, at what you want, at what you need, at, the questions, how do I succeed? How do I move forward? Where is it that I even want to be? So many times we feel like everybody else has the answers, but all we have is a million questions. No, look at your questions. Look at what you desire. Look at what you want. Dig deeper. Know more truly. Be a student of prosperity. Look at things and never tire of learning. But it's going to be a private journey for you. And it's going to be astoundingly personal, astoundingly sacred, astoundingly intimate for yourself. It's like, this is my path. And this is the beauty of my path. And you will not stand other people mocking it. You will not stand other people, sitting there and causing chaos, like throwing chaos on it. It's almost going to be like when people take you from this path, Okay, this path of deeper knowledge, deeper truth, sacred wisdom, of really connecting with yourself, your soul. All right, when you're pulled out of it, it's almost going to be like being drenched with ice cold water. Okay, just being so absolutely uncomfortable that it jars you into this state of hyper alertness, which can almost be panic inducing. So be mindful of this during this time, because you have you shining through. The essence of yourself, the Justice card. Okay, this is you in the major arcana. You're looking at your justice. You're looking at what you desire. You're looking at what you want. You're looking at deeper wisdom. Okay, the balancing of the scales. But you also have the skeleton here, the great equalizer. So there is something here where you are looking at more. You want more. You crave more. And justice is key, especially when you're moving towards your passion. Because there's something here where you're gathering up your knowledge, you're gathering up your wisdom. And why it is so important for you to go after your passionate truth is because things are going to be very different, right? And people can see that in you. People can see you gathering up your prosperity, gathering up your wealth, gathering up your ideas. And justice, the balancing of the scales, the embracing of the truth, the coming together of power, that is truly imperative for you during this time. There's a sense of your higher purpose, your higher self, your greater good coming forward. And as you do so, here, you're working very closely with an earth sign energy. You might have a lot of earth sign energy in your chart. This is going to trump your Libra energy, okay, your air sign energy. This is going to trump everything else. It's going to want to shine through. Okay? So just be aware of this. During this time, this part of your personality is going to come out very strongly. It can be also that you're looking long term. You're looking at your prosperity, your success, your bounty. You've turned inward. You're really seeing it. You're planning it much more succinctly, much more powerfully than ever before. You embrace your prosperity. You embrace your power. You embrace what you desire, what you want. And as it comes in, you're moving yourself forward, slowly and steadily towards your goals, towards where it is that you want to be, towards what it is that you desire, towards what it is that you need. And it comes here through the collaborations and communications with others. You're not in this journey all by yourself. And that's going to be something that can be very conflicting to how you feel, but it's also going to be something that's very powerful to know. Because with the High Priestess and the Hermit, you have this sense of, I need to figure this out by myself. I need to be in this alone. And what I'm seeing here is like, no, you're not in it alone. You need those quiet, sacred moments. Our world is so loud, okay? And our world screams at us every 5 seconds. It's like, oh, this, it's that. And you should be angry, and you should be hurt, and you should be overwhelmed, and you should be terrified, and you should be just completely out of alignment with yourself. And that's where nothing gets accomplished. That's where fear reigns and chaos resides. And you're done. You are a highly sensitive individual, Libra. You like the scales to be balanced. You like the world to be balanced. Your life purpose is balance. So in a world that is out of balance, it can feel like a spiral. And here, as you're looking at your justice, you are looking at your heart, slowly and steadily collaborating with others, collaborating with your angels, your spirit guides, your divinity, your sacredness, to move you forward, to move you towards more, towards greater. And you're planting the seeds, okay? Personally, prosperously, people are going to see you as somebody who has things figured out, who is planting the seeds of what they want, who is going after what they desire, who has a harvest coming forward, okay, who tends what they need to tend to, and who has power. You might not see this in you, and there's a high chance that you won't, because you're so busy looking inward that you're going to be like, well, this doesn't even matter. The prosperity that I'm working towards, the bounty that I want, the passion that I have, it's like, no, this can be later. This can be later. It's not now. And what your angels and your spirit guides are showing is that it is now. This is how people see you. People see you as gathering the crops. People see you as knowing your prosperity. People see you as having worked hard and being dedicated. And as you're facing this, and a part of you is facing the fact that you can manifest within your life what you want. Now that can be very scary. And that can be very overwhelming. I know it's exactly what we want to see as we progress. It's like, oh, I have the power of manifestation. But a lot of times it has us facing some of our greatest fears as to why we're here. So we have trickery. We also have knowledge, okay? With the Seven of Swords, we have being a student of prosperity. We are always a student of prosperity, always learning, always developing, always seeking deeper, right? Again, strong Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, very strong Virgo presence within this reading. And then it leads you here, okay? So your inner self, your personal self, your heart self, what your heart truly desires of this time, it leads you to the moon. And this is what people see. Now people are going to see that you're afraid. And that's not a bad thing. It's a humanizing thing, most definitely. If you don't want people to see you as human, then you don't want them to see you as fearing anything. But here, it is a looking at your dreams, your desires, what you want. Now, this can also be, Libra, that for some of you, you've made your dreams so grand. I mean, believe me, yeah, I know what it's like. You made your dreams so grand that to go after them is almost to profane them, is almost to take away the power that that dream holds, because it is too beautiful for this world. And the more you see of this world, the more you're like, no, I'm going to hold this dream to me. I'm going to keep it safe. That's one road, most definitely. For others, it's just fear. And I say just fear, and it sounds rather flippant. Fear is what every single person on this earthly plane has to overcome in order to become something more, in order to become what they were born to be. And it's in the shadows. It's in the shadows of our true light that we see our true selves. Jung would call it our shadow selves. The evil that we're able to impact onto the world. And how not acting on that evil, okay, just not acting on rage and chaos and anger and hurt and fear and pain is not enough. It's acknowledging it. It's seeing the beast within you and saying, I'm not letting you out. Or I'm not letting you run free the way that you want to. And as you see it, and as you look at it yourself, and as you're balancing where you stand, how you stand, what you want, what you don't want, you're going to see your passion, your power, your beauty moving forward. You're going to know that there's a part of you, I mean, believe me, there's a part of me always afraid, constantly afraid. And there's a part of you that's going to realize that. And it's like, yeah, I can be terrified out of my mind. It just will not stop me. It will not hold me back. And it will not keep me from being me. And so I'm looking at the docile, tamed side of my life. I'm looking at the wild side of my life, the wolf and the dog and the wolf. And I'm coming to terms with both, and how both have fears that are very different and yet very similar at the exact same time. And then also in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, there is the lobster who is in the water, the fear that will always be, the fear that is part of our subconscious, the fear that is part of our animalistic self, that we will never be able to walk away from fully, and that we need to overcome and still move towards our great achievements. And then you have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords, people will see that you're afraid, but they will see that you have these gifts, you have these blessings, and that you're moving forward, and that there's a silvery, people will say at times you're glowing, okay? And what they mean is there's this silvery light to you. It's the light of the universe, most definitely, but it's also the light of your passion, of your desire. And as you're shining in your light, okay, and you're going to have to find your footing, whether being, kind of assertive enough, and not moving into that too assertive mode, being kind enough but not moving into that, too kind mode, you're going to find this balance. It's going to be important for you because you're looking at things more deeply, and you're going to have it's going to be very easy for you to internalize everything, Libra, and say, well, this is how I would feel. This is how I would take it. This is how I would think of it. And you need to start having those conversations with others. Instead of saying, oh, I assume this is what it is. It's like, well, how do you feel? What do you want? How is this going to be balanced for you? The relationship that we have, how is it going to be balanced for you? What is needed? And it sounds like odd conversations to have, but they're going to be very imperative. And with this Six of Swords, you're taking your knowledge, you're taking your passion, you're taking your desire, and you're moving forward. You're moving to what you want. You're moving to where you need to be. And you've worked hard for this. This isn't something that, just magically appeared. This is something you've dedicated your life to. 6 years. 6 years of seeking and finding and learning and understanding. 6 lifetimes of greater truths and greater seekings. Okay? Of facing in this life with the 5 of Swords. I love that countdown. Okay? 6 and 5. The 5 of Swords is having to face something where you think, oh no, I've already faced it. I've already faced it. I've already done it. I don't want to do it again. I don't want to look at this again. I simply want to be prosperous, powerful, courageously me. And there's something here. Now, as much as you are strongly connected and strongly drawn to an earth sign energy for the betterment of you, there's an earth sign energy here, okay, that has you facing a karmic lesson, that has you looking at things. It can be working in a group. You need to work with others, okay, as much as it's going to feel like it goes against your intrinsic self because you have this great desire to be left alone. You also can call out people's bull like nobody's business during this time. The veil is being lifted from your eyes. You are seeing the truth. You are speaking the truth. You are empowered by your truth. All right? And there's something here about, where do I stand now? How do I move forward? How do I advance and embrace? So let's go deeper. Show me more deeply what Libra needs to know for July 1st to the 15th. Show me more deeply what Libra needs to know for July 1st to the 15th. Show me more deeply what Libra needs to know for July 1st to the 15th. Show me more deeply what Libra needs to know for July 1st to the 15th. Angels and spirit guides guide this message. Okay. These ones first. Show me more deeply what Libra needs to know. Angels and spirit guides, guide us, speak to us. You have the Knight of Pentacles again here. Very strong energy coming through. Okay. So what's really interesting here is that you are definitely moving forward, okay? Slowly and steadily. But things are changing. And you're going to see this change very powerfully, very assuredly, but very profoundly for yourself. So this change is going to be huge for you, and it's really impacting your heart. We're starting here with your personal self, okay? With the Six of Feathers. Again, you have the Six of Swords. Okay, you're moving forward. You're taking what you have learned. You're gathering it, and the Six of Swords is right here in your original reading. Okay, and so here it's in your public self, but it's also in your private self. It's in your personal self, where you're sitting there, and you know that the knowledge that you are learning, you're knowing that the power that you have is moving you forward. You have this sacred coupling right here. Okay, this coming together of the High Priestess and the Hermit, this sense of deeper knowledge guiding you. And that knowledge that you have learned, that you have accumulated over time, is leading you forward, is helping you spread your wings. It's also connecting you with the other side. Okay? If you have phantom sense, okay, if somebody communicates with you from the other side with a sense of, let's say, roses or cigar smoke or some sort of perfume that they always wore or something to that effect. Okay? Be prepared to at times even be bombarded by this scent, by this, olfactory memory. There's going to be this memory that guides you forward. All right? And it might not even be your memory. Okay, it might be something where you just know you've smelt the smell. You smelt the smell when you were 5, when you were 3. You've smelt it ever since. It might have gone away for some time. Now it's coming back with a vengeance, okay, to really connect with you, to really, tell you to pay attention when you smell it. Pay attention to where you are. Pay attention to what you're doing. Pay attention to what you're thinking, okay, what you're feeling inside. That's going to be really important because you're taking your knowledge, you're taking your understanding, and you're moving you forward to something more, to something greater. And it's connecting you with love, okay, with the Minor Arcana Lovers card, with the 2 of Shells. Now here, with the 6 of Feathers, we have transition and insight. So you're getting insight to your transitions. And then you have unity and harmony leading you forward. It's like, okay, what do I need to see? What do I desire? What is important at this time? What do I love? What is sacred to me? Where's the beauty? Where's the peace? And how do I move towards this beauty, towards this peace, towards this understanding, towards more? Because that's going to be very important for you, Libra, to have this knowledge coming forward, right? But also to have the sense of healing love around you. There is a sense that love heals. And it's not outside love, even though you have 2 people coming together. Yes, being part of a couple, 2 halves of a heart coming together is going to be so terribly important to you. If you can see that heart right there. It's going to be so terribly important. But there's also going to be something more, something like your angels wrapping you in their wings, okay? Guiding you forward, calming you, rooting you. And then we have the 6 of Acorns, success and triumph. The 6 of Wands, the 2 of Cups, the 6 of Swords. You have the repeat of the number 6 here. For your personal self, you're going to have a very strong, caring, nurturing energy around you. You're also going to have a very strong sense of caring and nurturing. Make sure you're not being taken advantage of, because you can be rather easily. Because you're focusing on what you love. You're looking so deeply inward. You're at times going to want to just see the best in people. You're going to sit there and think, oh, when I'm seeing the truth of people, that's just me being harsh. I'm not being very kind. I'm not being very caring, understanding. I'm not connecting with the universal light that is around me. I'm doing something wrong. It's like, no. I remember one time, one of my brothers said to me, he's like, Dane, some people are just not liked for a reason. And you have to stop thinking that, you can just take everybody in and just be there for everyone. He's like, because some people will just take advantage of you. And this was when I was really, really young. And it stuck with me because that was not the brother that usually gave out this warm, loving, insight all the time. It was usually like, you're an idiot, just move on, let's go. But that time, and it stuck with me because it was like, oh, okay. He's like, some people just aren't meant to be in your life. Just aren't meant to. So don't be so nice. Don't be so accommodating. Stand up for yourself. Know your truth. Stand your ground. And then it leads you to your heart self, the 4 of Shells, the 4 of Cups. It's soul searching and reevaluation. You're getting a gift. You are truly getting a gift from divinity. It comes after a time of soul searching and reevaluating what's important to you, of what you're taking from other people, of the seeds that you're planting, what you're being a student of, what you truly want. So it's coming in and you're seeing it, you're understanding it, and you're like, oh, wow, that's the gift I've been waiting for. That's what I want. Because you're going to feel almost like, well, it was there all the time. Like, what the heck was I not seeing? And we have the Knight of Crystals, okay, the Knight of Pentacles here, and we have it right here, right below you. So there's a very strong connection because here it's coming over you. There's a very strong connection with a Knight of Pentacles, somebody who is slowly and steadily working towards their prosperity, or you yourself are slowly and steadily working towards your prosperity, towards your bounty. This is endurance and determination, okay? Be kind to yourself as you're moving towards your goals. Be kind to yourself as you're taking in this information. Because the Tower here is release and reevaluation. You're releasing the negative. You're reevaluating what you desire, what you want, what is truly important. And as you have this energy come around you, as you have this energy, or you've had this energy of, for my heart self, I have had to lose everything that I loved, everything that was important, everything that I based my external identity upon. It fell through my fingers. It was like trying to hold on to water. It just didn't work. And your heart is still mourning this. For some of you, 4 years ago, something huge happened, okay? Surrounding money, surrounding a sense of identity. Okay, it can be workplace. It can be, it can be something like a divorce happened. It can be something, a losing of a house, a falling through of contracts, just something here happened and it broke your heart. And there's something about this time, okay, where you're looking at it and you're saying, oh, I'm not broken anymore. Not because it doesn't hurt anymore, not because I'm not sad anymore, but because I refuse. I refuse to be held back. I refuse to be kept down. And it leads you to the Nine of Acorns. Nine of Acorns, which I think this card is so powerful. Because the Nine of Wands in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, there are 8 wands poking up, behind this person who has a bandage around their head, who's leaning on the 9th wand, and is like, I've been through a battle. And here it's power and perseverance. Here it is a force to be reckoned with. And it's like, yeah, I've seen how hard life can be. I've been overwhelmed. I've been brought to my knees. But I am power. I am perseverance. I will not be kept down. And I will not be kept back. And it leads you to seeing things so differently than before. It's patience and perspective. The hangman sees things differently than everybody else. The hangman also is this moving of energy, okay? The stagnation of energy that is in most people, okay? Because the hangman shows you hanging upside down, taking energy that alchemists and yogis believe is in the sacral chakra, okay, in the groin area, and moving it to the head, moving it towards enlightenment, taking this creative energy and blessing you with it, and saying, here's your insight, here's your understanding, here's your passion. What are you going to do with it? Can you even handle seeing it fully? The hangman does not go to the beats of everybody else's drum. The hangman may have, a trumpet leading their way, and not a drum at all. Other people can find you very hard to understand. That's fine. At times, that's fine. You don't need them to understand you. You need to understand you. And it can be that this Knight of Pentacles, this person who is so steadily, and I see this as another person, so steadily trying to move you forward in prosperity, so steadily working on your bounty, okay, comes into play. And they see things differently, and you see things differently, and there's love there because of it. It doesn't have to be romantic love. It's just like, I have your back. I will always have your back. Don't worry about it. And then you move to the Chariot. All right? Discipline and determination. The Chariot is a Cancer energy, a time frame of June 21st to July 22nd. It is a sense of, I know what I love. I am strong enough, disciplined enough, dedicated enough to go after what I love, to not be held back, to embrace my soul, my joy, my passion, my understanding. And I'm moving towards the greatest form of human perfection, love, in all its forms, in all its identities, in every way that it needs to be embraced during our lives. And with the Charioteer, the thing with Cancer energy and Charioteers, you'll sit there and you'll underestimate them. You'll think, oh, no big deal. They're nice, they're sweet. And here, okay, you are victorious after this change because you're moving towards what's truly important to you, towards what you love. Because in ancient times, a charioteer was the tank of their day, okay? It was the rhino. It was like this force to be reckoned with. And that's what you're seeing from your heart. You're seeing from your passion. And you're going to be having these insights from this life, from past lives, from, sacred, deeper inner truths. And so let's see your ending message for this reading. Okay, from the tarot. Libra, July 1st to the 15th, 2020, Libra, Libra, Libra. July 1st to the 15th, Libra. July 1st to the 15th, Libra. Show me clearly. Guide this message and show me clearly. Show me clearly. Show me clearly. Guide this message and show me clearly. All right. Page of Earth, again, you had the Page of Pentacles before. Seven of Swords, you've had the Seven of Swords before. Now you have the Eight of Air. It's very interesting, okay? You're a student of your prosperity. You really are. There's something that you're taking in. There's some new way of seeing your life, of seeing your prosperity, of seeing your bounty, that it's blessing you towards what you love. It's moving you closer towards your truth. Yeah, it's having you led towards success because you're not having those preconceived notions. You're coming to things with child's eyes, okay? With this innocence, with this idea, with this sense of, I'm here to learn, okay? And you're here on this earth to learn. And it leads you to the Seven of Air, okay? It leads you to taking the knowledge that you need, leaving behind what you do not, and moving forward towards what you truly desire. And it becomes very powerful for you. And I like this progression here because as you are a student, you see things, you learn what you're standing for and what you want. And then it leads you to the Eight of Air. And this is saying that as you're moving forward, you're going to have moments, Libra, where you're absolutely terrified, absolutely petrified and paralyzed. Okay? And with the Seven, with the Chariot, okay? There's a sense of you need to move towards your heart's truth, towards the passion of your soul, towards what you love, towards those who love you, okay? Towards a cacophony of joy, just this beautiful symphony of love. But there's going to be a part of you that thinks, I can't move towards this. I can't have this. This is for other people, not me. How do I? Where do I? And you're going to have all these questions come in all at once. And it's going to be like, no. But there's this beautiful answer of yes. Of yes, you can face your fears. Of yes, you can be loved like this. And yes, this love can be a part of your very existence. And your heart and your soul and your passion and your desire are yours. Do not let fear cripple you, because it will, and astoundingly easily. Okay? You will get too much into your own mind. You will hyperanalyze everything. You will take every single nuance of a person's reaction to the way their hand moved, to the way their eyes move, to the way they inhaled, and you will take it as a deeper meaning. Don't do that to yourself. Don't. That's a very powerful warning to end with. You're a student, not a judger. You have justice on your side. And the justice comes. And the justice is a part of you. Now let's see what your spirit guide animal cards have to say. Libra, July 1st to the 15th, Libra. July 1st to the 15th, Libra. July 1st to the 15th, Libra. Show me clearly, show me clearly. This one, right here. Oh, two. So you have the whale spirit and the wolf spirit. The whale spirit is trust the great mysteries. Seriously, trust them. There is something more going on here. There is something deeper that you are moving towards than you know. Trust these mysteries. And then you have the wolf spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom. The knowledge that you have gathered, the knowledge that is a part of you, is becoming your wisdom. You are becoming a sage. You are becoming a wise person to lead others and trust the mystery of this adventure, of this path forward. There's a sacred union right here with the high priestess and the hermit. This is like having the king and queen of one of the suits come forward. Okay, this is a true love connection. This is a sacred connection. This is a beautiful joy, a soulmate connection. Now, soulmate connections, okay, not always as lovely as we like to think they are. They can be people who elevate our souls, who are the perfect mate to our souls to challenge us, to move us forward, to evolve us. And they can also be the person who we fall madly in love with. So there is a balance here. Go calmly into your future. Go calmly into the mysteries. And be able to be in silence, because that silence is going to be profoundly loud for you. Where are we going? Here we are. We're going to your botanical cards. Libra, July 1st to the 15th, Libra, July 1st to the 15th, Libra, July 1st to the 15th, Libra. Show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this message. Show me clearly. Oh, okay. These two. So we're starting off here with the bearberry, which is strength. You're stronger than you think you are. You have the strength you need. Okay? Believe in yourself. Believe in what you're moving towards. Believe in what you love. The violet is attract. You are attracting to yourself the very things you need to move you forward, for better or for worse. Whether you sit there and you're like, oh wow, this is wonderful, or you sit there and you're like, man, I have had enough. I am tired. I am overwhelmed. I am done. It's what you need to know. Okay? It's what you need to see. It's powerful for you. It's beautiful for you. It is. Even if at times you're going to sit there and be like, oh man, what you're attracting to yourself, what is coming forward to you from the universe, it's bothering the life out of you. Down the road, it can even be years down the road where you sit there and be like, wow, I'm so glad I had to do that thing that annoyed the life out of me, but it made me better. It made me stronger. It made me more prosperous. And then you have the strawberries. It's saying enjoy. Don't worry, don't fret, don't fear. I mean, there's always a little bit of worry, a little bit of fret, a little bit of fear, right? But don't let that be your everything, because the Eight of Swords, it can take over. It can become your whole entire world, the moon, the fear of the shadows, the fear of the unknown, the fear of what's to come. Okay, we are programmed as human beings to focus on the fear. We are. You know, it's kind of like if you walk that way, there's a bear. You don't want to forget that. So the fear overpowers anything else. It's like, oh, well, there could be really good food over there. No, there's bear. Beware. Don't eat those berries. Don't eat those berries, you'll die. You know, that is meant to be very strongly in our minds. Because you're to persevere, you're to evolve, you're to move forward. Okay, those who didn't, they didn't make it. Okay, their gene line died out. And so here, we have a very strong survival instinct. And that strong survival instinct that is part of us is to be fearful of the unknown, is to want to stay towards a tried and true path, but that doesn't let us evolve the way that we want to. It can keep us small and stuck. And that's one of the things that you're afraid of. What if this is it? It's like, no. Look at what you truly want and say, how do I get it? How do I utilize my talents? Instead of looking at yourself as talentless or saying, well, that person has real talents. I just don't. Or my talents won't make me money. My talents won't move me forward. You're going to be surprised. Start looking at things outside of the box. You have this child's eyes, this sense of wonderment, and anything is possible. It's your greatest strength during this time. Your subconscious chakra message for this time period is self-mastery. This is the solar plexus chakra. You have strong gut instincts. Listen to it. You're mastering the energy that flows through you. You are mastering the universal light that is a part of you. Embrace it. Then we have your first subconscious tarot message, which is for this whole entire time. The Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is celebration. Success, bounty, party, happiness, joy, moving forward, job opportunities, moving house, looking at life and saying there's more out there for me. Subconsciously, you want a win. You want to celebrate. And that's what you're going for. You're going for that win. You're going for that celebration. You're going for that joy. It takes time? Yes. Is it worth it? Absolutely. You have to be proactive and you have to be very mindful of the ennui that comes, the feeling of being blue, the feeling of, depression, despair, things like that come in, depending on how prone you are to anxieties, depression, depends on how intense it will be. But make sure you're there for yourself, okay? I'm just seeing, I know it sounds funny. I'm just seeing a cup of hot chocolate, okay? And if you can have cacao, I believe that's how you say it, around, because that has a lot of the raw nutrients to it. If you can make yourself a cup of hot chocolate like that, at the end of the day, it helps boost up your endorphins. If you can exercise, if you can do things to combat this, to combat, sorrow, that's going to be really important. But I do see the cup of hot chocolate as being a way for you to end your day. And I know it's July and it's hot, depending on where you all are in the world. But yeah, if you could do that, if you could end your day, even with just a piece of chocolate, dark chocolate, if you like it, I see that as being better for you. All right, that would be a really good way just to end on something sweet. Little piece, nothing big, nothing crazy. Just a little piece of sweetness, kind of like a little bit of honey on your tongue, just to have that sweetness moving you forward. A reminder that there is sweetness in the world. Because at times you'll need it. You will. It's not going to be anything bad. It's just going to be your mind gets the better of you. Your subconscious, your next subconscious chakra message is, not chakra, tarot message, is the 9 of crystals, the 9 of pentacles. Okay, this is security and abundance. You had the 9 of pentacles starting off this line right here. People see you as prosperous. You see you as prosperous at times. And you want that prosperity to last. Embrace it. Embrace your prosperity. Embrace your bounty. Don't sit there and analyze it to death or question yourself. Say, I deserve this, because you do. And you're moving towards this place of abundance. And you deserve this world of abundance. You then have your final tarot message, subconscious tarot message, which is the 4 of air, the 4 of swords. You've been through a war. You've been through battles and disappointments and heartbreaks and despairs. Right? You've been through it. Breathe. Give yourself time to mourn, to move forward, to heal. It's going to be really important. Make sure you're sleeping too. And make sure you're cozy when you sleep. There's going to be something here where you think like, oh, I'm too hot, or oh, I'm too cold. And you're going to be exactly the opposite. Like while you sleep, you're going to need to be, I'm just seeing you as needing to be cozy. Okay? So that's going to be really important. Or just feeling cozy, secured, safe, protected. Okay? That's going to be something that you need to go to sleep with, to a favorite movie that makes you just feel loved, that just makes you feel, it could even be your favorite movie from when you were little, like a little kid's movie, a child's movie, that makes you feel just loved and protected, or a book that you liked reading over and over again, and you download an audio of it and you go to sleep listening to it. Just something that makes you feel just this overwhelming sense of your angels wrapping their wings around you, because they are, and they want you to feel it. They want you to feel that security. Your subconscious spirit animal message, your totem animal, is the mouse spirit. Tend to the small things. The small things matter. The small things mean a lot. Don't sit there and think it's only the big things. No, if you find that during this time, if you spend this time tending to the small things, you will find that the big things kind of fall into place. It's not being obsessive about the details. It's tending to the things that most people overlook, undervalue. You're going to see the value of them. And that's really going to set you apart from everybody else. There's just going to be a sweetness to you. There's going to be the sweetness, this beauty. And then your subconscious botanical message is regenerate with the moral. You're regenerating yourself, your soul, your passion, your desire, your happiness, your abundance. And you will feel reinvigorated, but you have to be kind to you. All right, Libra. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe.